And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the show of madness that its celebration may last longer than the Indie Awards, only known as Under the Radar. And we almost forgot to mention, Maestro, we needed to put the Indie Award nominees in for the show for this week. Well, according to the Maestro, we have no room, but I think we can fit it in for Wednesday. But besides trying to stuff in more things for this show than necessary, folks, I think it's time for us to go ahead and check out some screenshots and whatnots from the Twitterverse from this past weekend and beyond for a very special year-ending anniversary edition of the Four Squared Delight. And the first screenshot that we have up comes from the Twitter page of SolidCloud_DR with their screenshot from the video game Kato. Nice name for the game. And the screenshot that they provided for this week shows our two warriors engaging in combat using fireballs, or I do believe magical projectiles, to try to take each other out, for the other guy to win with a hellacious lightning fireball that would take him out off his feet, and for him to just fall to the ground and most likely screaming, "No!" before he fell out. Yeah, Maestro, almost like that guy from the video game 1. And this game automatically reminds me of the X-Men Legends or X-Men Academy fighting game from back in the day, with a little hint of, I do believe, injustice in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that there's breakable environments and also a chance for you to actually harness the ability and send it back to your opponent for this game. Like, for example, while he's firing those fireballs at you, you get a chance to actually, harness it within yourself and use it to punch it back into your opponent's face. Which I got a feeling the guy with the trench coat on the right that got knocked out, if he wasn't casting magic at the time, he probably could have done that. I got a feeling he could have. And the next screenshot that we have up, besides wizard battles that take place during fighting games, comes from the Twitter page of Black Garden Dev with their said game, Necro Fugitive. Ooh, nice title for the game name too. And I can see the reason why in the world he went with that game title, because the screenshot that they provided for this week shows our hero or villain transforming from an undead mummy to a crusader, only to just turn into a pile of worms in the process, to transform into this crusader. I still can't believe this is happening before my very eyes, no matter how many times the screenshot is going. And this automatically reminds me of The Thing, with a little hint of Evil Dead in there as well, and a splash of that one episode of Batman Beyond with that ink lady who had the ability to transform into people too. Yeah, same concept. And here's hoping in the near future that no matter how many people you get a chance to take out during this game, you always get a chance to transform into their abilities as well. Sort of like what the T-1000 can do when he kills people. Yeah, make that a thing for this game. And the next game that we have up comes from the Twitter page of Wristwork UK. Nice Twitter page name, by the way, with their said game, Pigeon, a Love Story. And the screenshot that they provided for this week shows our pigeon friend searching for his one true love throughout a giant oversized map that is filled with well over 1 million NPCs. Yikes! And you can actually see him do the pinging sonar beams throughout the entire city above, while his shadow of his bird-like form goes throughout the area while flapping its wings in a slow motion. And I'm imagining myself flying right now, and Maestro said, "Cut it out, you have a show to run," and he's right. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only the Goodfellas, if it was a serious episode, and a little hint of The Crow with a splash in there of the Untitled Goose Game as well. because I got a feeling you can get in a little bit of shenanigans in this game while trying to find your true love. Nice. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that once you find your true love, you get a chance to just fly around the open city listening to cool music as you glide through the air in eternal bliss. And Maestro said what type of music would be featured, and I got a feeling it would be something along the lines of a harp. I don't know why, but I got a harp feeling with this game once you're flying through the skies. And Maestro sees me flying in my brain again, so yeah, let me stop. And the next screenshot that we have up comes from the Twitter page of Terzalo, nice name by the way, with their said screenshot from the video game Terzalo. And the screenshot that they provided for this week has to be one of the craziest screenshots we've seen to date, because during the said screenshot would feature our hero operating a hammer while a guy was trying to shoot him from all the way on the other side of the room, only for him to use that hammer to break the fourth wall of physics and just phase through the wall, go near the enemy, hit him with the hammer for him to go all wavy-like, and just stop shooting at him. And yeah, this automatically reminds me of The Matrix with a little hint of reboot in there as well. And yeah, definitely some elements of reboot in there if Glitch can turn into a giant oversized hammer. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, besides getting a chance to break open walls and go right next to your enemy, you can actually use a hammer to slam toward the ground to break the whole ground itself to cause enemies to fall into a glitch-like abyss never to be seen again. And according to the Maestro, there may be a possibility of that happening. Right, cool. And the last but not least screenshot we're gonna mention for this year, besides mentioning a hammer that can glitch out reality itself, comes from the Twitter page of McDooley, nice name by the way, with his screenshot from the video game Pt.3. And the screenshot that they provided for this week shows you in a starfighter-like ship trying to take out an opponent only for a big oversized war to happen around you with a multitude of explosions and different forms of lasers coming at you left and right that has me dodging in my seat left and right to avoid these laser fires. And Maestro said that's not helping out in the least bit, but at the same time, look at this man, it's absolute chaos. And he would even say during the screenshot, things have escalated since last weekend. You got that right. And this automatically reminds me of Star Wars Rogue Squadron with a little hint of Star Wars Battlefront in there as well. And pick whatever Battlefront you would fight in space for, because this is right up that alley. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that not only you get a little bit of backup to help you out during this fight, but also a way for you to actually go inside the enemy ship, the giant ones, and try to take it out and blow it up before your very eyes. You know, to sabotage them from sending out any more ships during this chaos that's currently going on. And according to the Maestro, you can get backup during this game, but I'm not too entirely sure about you going into the ship and taking other people out. Well, I can accept one thing. I can definitely accept the fact that you can, take out people with some backup on your side, because you're gonna definitely need it during this war that you're gonna be in the skies for. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out any other cool screenshots and whatnots from the Twitterverse from this past weekend and beyond, you can head on over to the Twitter pages of not only Octo Curio, Oliver Snyders, Nomad, Indie Rhymes, Playing Indies, Shot_Games, or even under the hashtag of Screenshot Saturday. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out the screenshots that we liked for this week and get an interpretation of it for yourselves, you can head on over to our Twitter page, only known as COOAgent0012, where Maestro decided to make a screenshot folder entitled Year Ending Anniversary Screenshots. Now, granted, it doesn't fit on the whole page, but it'll have to do for now. It's the best we got. And I guess with that said, folks, we might as well head back into this music once again. And when we return, we will take another trip to the planet of the games right after this. So don't get lost in the madness just yet, folks, and stay tuned.